So let's see if today we can turn an old beat into a banger.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
If you listen to hard wave or wave music, like you're gonna find out that there's a lot of different groups, there's a lot of different rhythms.
Now here's a tip if you want to be a content creator and a music producer like me. I think I'm gonna produce something like wave jungle kind of thing.
Just vibes.
Welcome back YouTube. It's a fresh Monday morning. I have an hour before I start my day job. So this morning is just gonna be about catching up and productivity. Recently there are two artists on Instagram that I connected with who are doing wave as well. One is from US, the other one is from Costa Rica. They are playing my music on their set. Yeah, I'm using this morning to send them an email to the links to my music. So I actually take this morning to reply my DMs on Instagram, reply on comments. And Monday, which is the start of the week, is the most crucial time for me because that's where things get really planned at this hour. Now here's a tip if you want to be a content creator and a music producer like me. Fail to plan means you plan to fail. I think it's very important to stay organized because sometimes content can get overwhelming. Planning like a live with Titan because he's doing his EP release. At the same time, giving away a couple of discounts on my web store during the live. Since I'm going live tomorrow on IG, I'm just gonna prepare some of the questions to ask Titan. It's good to have like a two-way conversation in IG live. Now, if you guys haven't followed me on Instagram, go hit that follow at Vibesynthetic, y'all. Before we go into the live video with Titan, I want you guys to hear the song that I did in episode 1 and 2 of my vlog. In case you guys missed those episodes, I'm going to leave the link in the description below. I'm not going to play all of it because I'm going to release it when I can. Let's go.
Oh, shit. Oh my god. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Did you just hear that? The 808 glides, the 808 glides, guys.
I mean, oh shit, man. If you like to see, I'm still overwhelmed by how good the track is. Anyway, if you would like to see the production process, hit the like button on this video. If I get 50 likes on this video, I'm gonna drop the breakdown video of this track that I just did. And of course, I look forward to your comments down below. Let me know what you think.
Okay, so I'm going live in 15 minutes with Titan. Got my mic ready and my camera ready. Even my iPad, just a list of questions that I can ask Titan later on. So let's go talk with Titan on IG Live. And I heard the whole, the whole EP earlier on. Maybe you might wanna talk to the chat about it, man.
The first song, Relapse one, is like like a classic textbook hard wave song. Yeah, and the second track is like a experimental wave kind of song. You know, it's like two pieces in the same song. And the third one is a techno track, which is kind of random. This is probably gonna be the only techno track that I'm going to be releasing ever. Techno.
This is you, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is Titan, bro.
For me, like wave and hard wave are, well, it's definitely a music style, also like an aesthetic exploration. If you listen to hard wave or wave music, like you're gonna find out that there's a lot of different groups, there's a lot of different rhythms, BPMs. It's not like, for example, techno.
It's quite standard, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's very standard, four on the floor kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's all this vibe, this dark, mysterious.
So new day, new challenge. The agenda is gonna be, I'm gonna open up an old beat. So let's see if today we can turn an old beat into a banger. I think I need to finish songs. Right now in my mind, I think I'm gonna produce something like wave jungle kind of thing. Let's hit it. In 3, 2, 1. So I was analyzing the melody and I felt like there's a mid kind of frequency synth that's missing. I ended up opening up Vital and I designed my own synth just to create the mid frequency kind of melody. Over here I added the filter just to get more of a mellow tone. And then I play with the EQ just to balance it out with the whole mix. And I was also finding the adjustable parameters where I can modify the sound later on. And then I increased the release because I felt like it should be like a one-shot kind of chord. And this is the fun part where I get to find and figure out what chord it is. And so I started to record the chord. I guess the main intention here is to create a establishing kind of moment before the whole drums come in. Decided to humanize the chords. Add a bit of reverb from the Valhalla Supermassive. Next, I was looking at the vocal samples and I felt like it was off. So I decided to turn on flex time on Logic Pro. I'm just trying to find the right transients at the right time, putting it on grid. At this point, I don't care if it sounds really distorted or stretched because I think that's the beauty of sampling. I add a bit of Valhalla Supermassive as well. This creates some kind of like atmospheric vocals, which is something that I like. And then I was searching for a drum loop. Thinking of doing something like a jungle drum loop that I can sample on. And I found one. I added to the quick sampler and trying to find the right speed and the right notes for this. Chopping it up based on the bit divisions in Logic Pro. At this point, I was just drawing in the notes so that it can form as a bass before I edit these MIDI notes to create my own kind of sequence for the jungle drums. This is just figuring out the speed. And here I go, messing around with the MIDI notes. This is fun because you get to put where the snares and the kicks are and create your own jungle kind of drum break. And then I added an EQ just to take the kick away because I know I'm going to put some drums later on. Now this is important because there's the transient master, it brings the whole transients out from the jungle drums. I'm definitely feeling this vibe. I felt like I need to overlay some drums onto the jungle Amen break. We should make the drums a bit more thumpy. Yeah, just trying to get a new vibe out of this old beat. So let's work on some drums and hopefully the bass too. First thing is I deleted the main drums that I did previously and I created a new pattern. Adding kicks just creates the bass tone for this. And I recorded the kicks in just to get an idea of where I'm at with these jungle breaks. And I decided to quantize them just to make sure they are in time. And then I added additional snares onto the jungle Amen break. This will create more like a tighter and thumpy kind of rhythm for the drum groove. Next up, I was thinking of duplicating the snare. And just to put it a bit off-grid by 1:64 notes. Definitely now you can feel the bounce. Recorded in some hi-hats here just to create that groove. By this point, the drums and the drum breaks from the jungle sounds basically just gel in together nicely already. Pre-mixing a little bit so that I can get an idea of the track and drag it into the main timeline. Next, I copied over the drum arrangement and then I tried to put in the kicks just for the intro and even the hats to get an idea of how I want to transit into the next bar. I ended up bringing in the main synth at the intro so that it's something that I can transit and evolve before the drums really come in. And here I am finding the parameters to adjust for automation later on. Then I drew the macro automation in the timeline so that I can transit nicely and make the synth evolve into the next bar. This is very fun and important because it creates some kind of tension and pull in your tracks. Definitely I can foresee this becoming a banger later on. And next I bring in the drum breaks as well, and I want to process with the A1 trigger gate. Over here I had like a house bounce on the A1 trigger gate, drawing in the automation and then making sure that it's transiting in nicely. I popped up splice and then tried to find an 808 for this because I felt like the Reese bass wasn't working really well. I need to find a Reese bass that's quite gritty, and I found one, added into the quick sampler. Time stretch it to where I want it. I copied the kick so that the 808s and the kicks get synergized, and I bring it over to the right note. This is the fun part because I start drawing the glides in the 808s. This is one of the hardest part actually because I have to actually reference on the main bass. It takes a lot of patience to really design an 808 sequence. And after 2 hours, my whole beat really sounds like this. I'll definitely let you know again when I'm releasing this track. Till then, I'm Vibe Synthetic. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next vlog. Peace out.